compared to my voice. I'm trying to remember the NVIDIA settings, if you can actually turn the voice chat up. Ah yeah, I can turn the microphone up, okay. Let's put the microphone to full, and then let's boost it by 30%. Right, let's try that, because some of you complained last time I did one of these streams it was a bit too quiet, so I played with settings now so it should be a bit louder. So let me just go to my channel and get the chat up. Alright Rich, so hopefully the chat's alright, because like I said I've just found in the NVIDIA settings where to play around and do it. So obviously this is a game made by Ukrainians, so it feels right to be playing this. I think if Stalker 2 ever comes out now, I'll buy it on principle, just to give the company some money. You know, for the obvious reasons. Alright Justin. So, for those of you that have played Shadow of Chernobyl before, Oblivion Lost was a mod that added loads of cut content to the game, but it's considered quite buggy and weird, but I quite like it. So, if you look at my ranking thing, I'm already number 5, so I've done quite a lot that isn't the main game, if that makes sense. So, I've already done all the stuff up to the Dark Valley, but up to that point I've been wandering around and just doing like side quests anyway, just for some stuff to do. So, hello to everybody. Alright, Modern Warfare stream, I assume your name is. Well, it's set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, but in Oblivion Lost you can get in tractors and BTRs. So technically, you could steal Russian tanks if they were in the game. I was pleased to see, as of last night, the Ukrainians have killed another Russian general. What suit do I have on? It's the Seaver suit, which is one of the best ones in the game. So, these guys aren't hostile, are they? I'll read the description. And I'm going to give it the pronunciation that we all use now. This suit was produced by one of Kyiv's defense research institutes and represents an excellent alternative to Stalker handmade suits. It is an excellent combination of a bulletproof vest, a closed-cycle breathing system, and an integrated system of anomalies field suppression. Due to the perfect choice of materials, it is a good choice. The only disadvantage is its price. And I found it on a dead body anyway, so that was good. Or in a stash, whichever one it was. Oh, is that the thing everybody was doing the other week, Mike? And hello. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Oh, there's quite a few people shooting at me. Is that bandits? Grenades too. Where did they all come from then? The only mod I'm using, as I've just said, is Oblivion Lost. It's literally the title of the stream. The latest version of Oblivion Lost. You can't generally install multiple mods for Stalker anyway, unless you're doing something like Anomaly. Because it will just break the game. You can only really have one mod running at once. I haven't actually seen any of the shotguns really turn up yet, other than the, you know, like the Toz and the Sawn-Off yet. I haven't seen, like, the Spaz or any of the pumps turn up in this, game yet. They probably will in later game areas, but, really need to scope again for this rifle. Because I got to the part of the game where most enemies have 5.56 guns, and then because I went back into an early area of the game, I've run out of 5.56 ammo, because nobody has it on them. Take that and unload and then drop. But the drop bit never seems to work very well in this. I guess it's because of the size of the UI compared to the resolution. Got the MP5, that's sort of like the fork for now. Okay. Yeah, the number on the side, unless it's the year of production, or the serial number, will mean the size 0 to 4. Yeah, funnily enough, the version of Oblivion Lost I'm playing at the moment is actually quite a few years older, like, or newer if you like, than the previous version of it. As in, like a year or two ago, somebody actually did do an update to it, which is quite impressive. Because Oblivion Lost is one of those mods that, you know, for most people peaked a few years after Shadow of Chernobyl originally came out. And here we are in 2022 now, and somebody's actually, like a year or so ago, they had done, like, you know, a new version with even more content in it. So look, I can do something here that's very much like modern day Ukraine. Oh, is my engine not working? But never mind, right. What do you mean, isn't delayed of war? No idea what you mean. I've seen the old... Is it the Ipcrest file with Michael Caine in? Is it that same thing? Or am I thinking of something else? I'll go back to the chat in a moment when I'm not going to imminently get shot. If anybody's wondering why I'm not imminently bleeding to death, it's because I've got a load of artifacts on me, which do a good job of, you know, slowing your bleeding down or whatever, or healing you. I've got a load of the artifacts on that do the combination thing of, some of them mean you bleed more when you get shot, but I've also got the ones that slow the bleeding down faster and also regen your health. So until you're at the point of bleeding really, really heavily, they're actually pretty good for just passively regenerating your health. But you tend to die more easily in terms of, like, you're weaker from bullets. Ooh. Take a look. Yeah, the prices will keep going up, Dan, but personally I would rather pay more for fuel and have the war end sooner. Because I generally I mean, other than people that obviously have, you know, the heat and eat kind of problems, I am generally of the opinion I would rather pay slightly more for a product and know it's not literally being, you know, made by genocide or whatever else, and the more the prices go up because Russia's being cut off from various supplies, the faster that it ends up with Putin and his cronies being hung from lampposts, the better. I'm afraid I can't understand your comment, Dan Lil. Or Dan Lee, but hello. I don't play Red Dead Redemption 2 as much. I played the single player all through again not too long ago. Red Dead Online I've not checked in on a while because I know they've not done any good updates for a while, as in, you know, it's just been random, like, weekly bonuses, but they've not done, like, you know, any of the passes or anything like that, so I've not bothered with that for a while. I'll go back and play a load of it when they do a new kind of content update to it, though. what's going on there. Let's see, because I'm not got my binoculars out. In Stalker, do they actually speak Ukrainian or Russian? Because obviously I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but I know it's a Ukrainian game. But I literally don't know which language they're talking in this. I mean, I know in this particular version they're talking the weird accent of English that was like a decision for publishing it like in the US and that. You know, like, don't stand there, I said come in. I just prefer it with subtitles because it sounds better, but you know. They do say stuff like that quite often, Rajiv, like when they're talking about flanking you. I know Papali is I'm hit or whatever it is. Because when like Papali's super, it's like you shot me bitch or something like that, isn't it? Because I know when you're playing armour as well, when you're playing as any of the Eastern European countries and that, they always say Papali when they're getting shot at. Is that all of them? Better check my ammo actually. Oh good, I've got enough ammo for now. Right. Yeah, that's a good idea, Justin, yeah. Essentially, if they're cutting fuel off from Russia raising the prices, they should, yeah, cut the costs in another way, but obviously they love their tax money, don't they? So, again, what's the chances of that? Oh, dogs. I forgot that grenades are a lot weaker in Shadow of Chernobyl than they are in the sequels. I know that was an RDG5, whatever it's called, rather than the F1, but still. Some of the other Stalkers, it's like a grenade goes off anywhere near you, you're dead. No, is that a mod Escape from Pripyat, I assume? I played loads of the mods. Is it a relatively new one? Or is it an old one for Shadow of Chernobyl? You might have top Stalker yet. Oh look, I'm Stalker #1 now. Even though I'm not that far into the game. Not that that like ranking system really means anything at all, but just kind of interesting. But, so there's a lot of military up there. I really want something to drop a scope for an Abacan, so I can put one on. Oh, okay, sounds interesting, 16-bit Jake. I'll definitely check that out at some point. Because obviously aiming with iron sights in this is a hell of a lot harder than it is when you've just got a big scope reticle up and zoom. Oh, sounds like there's an anomaly right there that I nearly ran into. I'm dead. Okay, I saw that Armour 3 was, like there was a sale on Armour 3 and it gave money to like the Ukraine stuff, but I already own all the games. And it's annoying they didn't do it with the older Armour games, because otherwise there's a couple of people I'd give some of the Armour 2 games to. Because I generally still massively prefer Armour 2 to Armour 3. Even every time I try Armour 3 and I'm like, oh that's neat, I still always go back to Armour 2. And yes, I know there are mods that let you play all the Armour 2 stuff in Armour 3, but it's not the same. Alright, F. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Like, obviously that's deactivated, and it's kind of essentially just an empty tube. So if you wanted to buy an empty tube, it's an expensive way of doing it. But they are cool things, especially because, obviously, if you're watching anything in the news or any of the combat footage at the moment, you'll be seeing a lot of launchers like that blowing up Russian tanks. Crisp with extra butter. Sadly, I actually wanted to look up Ukrainian vodka, because I've had really good Ukrainian vodka, but none of the brands seem to be in stock on Amazon. I don't know if everybody's literally bought it in support of Ukraine, or if there's just no more being supplied because of the war. But, so I didn't bother buying any in the end, because I would have just bought Polish vodka, but then I thought I'd just not drink. Because of YouTube policies, I can't tell you where I get them, but if you're in the UK, just Google it and you'll find lots of sites selling them. It's generally sites that sell airsoft guns that sell tank cameras. That's probably all I can say with YouTube's current policies. Oh yeah, I can put the Abacan, can't I, on 2-round burst. That's better. How many of these fuckers are there coming out of there? Oh great, the dogs are attacking me now. Alright, let me quick save, run away from the dogs, shoot the dogs, and then we'll deal with the military guys coming down the road. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason I'm playing this is because of the stuff going on. I thought I'll play a Ukrainian game in support of the Ukrainians. I mean, in terms of actual support, I have sent quite a lot of charity money to Ukraine and done a couple of fundraisers on videos, but I think I'm like probably a lot of people over here, not that I want to bring that up too much on the stream, that's not to do with Ukraine. I wish we were just sending in the fucking troops at this point, considering all the war crimes the Russians are doing. You know, Putin's just going to keep threatening us regardless. His army is showing itself to be a fucking joke at this point, so why not just go in and smash the shit out of them? But again, they'll say, oh, he has nukes. But he keeps threatening nukes and everything, so I just need to pay attention to it. Oh, did they blow themselves out of a grenade there? Right, let's go have a look. Oh, thank you, person whose name I can't pronounce, but has a Ukrainian flag. Cheers, Gog. I'm still waiting to hear back about my silver play button. But in terms of, yes, the actual verification tick, they've done that now. About a week after I got 100k, I applied for it and it let me actually do it this time. And at that same point, it let me actually apply for the badge. So now it says it could take up to a month or something for them to get to my request regarding the play button. That's good, Justin. Yeah, I thought the actual drinking system, once you get the GSR working, is actually quite good, isn't it? But again, I've got the exact same system for the FRR. I definitely need to, when I get my next lot of prescriptions done, to get the actual proper prescriptions done for the GSR and FRR, seeing as I have the proper optical inserts for them now. Do any of these guys have bandages on them? So I want bandages more than anything else. Oh, military med kit, that's good. There was a lot of them there though, wasn't there? Grenades, they're always useful. Am I still not over encumbered? A little bit, but not enough to just save the game again with a proper save. It's still not enough to properly over encumber me till I get to the barkeep. I would ideally like a mod for this now where you're not actually shooting at the Ukrainian army, but I know they're meant to be like Russian puppets in this game, aren't they, anyway? I have noticed in some of the mods they actually do put Russian flags on a load of the stuff, which, seeing what's going on now, does seem quite relevant. I'll probably do some more like that at some point, Alex. The issue I'm having at the moment, as you might know if you've been on any of the videos in the last few months at all, is I've had the issue at the moment where I'm just having to work quite a lot of hours as well as doing YouTube stuff just because of the cost of living going up. So it generally means, in general, I don't have as much time to do streams and videos. Oh, and there was an ROC post going up for auction at the moment, but I found out it's actually going for auction, it's not the starting price, and the starting bid is 25 grand on it. And I think there's over 30 people registered to bid on it, so I imagine that's going to go well over 50 grand, and as I said, I can't actually afford 25 grand on it. I could probably go to 50 grand on an ROC post at the moment, but that would be about what I'd be willing to pay at the moment with my current savings. But oh well, I'm hoping when all of this nuclear war stuff blows over, if it does blow over, people might sell them off again a bit cheaper, because they're like, oh, I bought this for a nuclear war and it's not happened now. I do have the banana oil somewhere. Whereabouts it is, I don't know. She won't waste my say won't waste my rifle ammo on these guys, but I've already got loads of rifle ammo. Right, that's... oh, I definitely want the grenades, I'll pick that up. Oh, somebody can see me up here. Ah, shit. Okay. I know it's too late, it's like, oh, the vision indicator's gone on to say somebody's looking at you. They've had 200 inquiries, have they now, Dan? Yeah, that's definitely going to go well over 25 grand then, isn't it? Because that one's actually partially restored, which is quite nice, compared to some of them where you'd have to spend all the money doing it yourself. Although, personally, I kind of want to get one where I have to do a lot of restoring myself, because that would be part of the fun of it. Fuck it, I'll just use a rifle. Oh, you got any spare grenades? Yeah. I just really want a scope for this rifle. Right, Bob? Is that all of them now, or is there still another one left? Oh look, I've got a tractor I can take over now. Is that all of them? Right, I think that's all of them. Let's see if they had any good stuff on them. Then we'll go get the tractor. Yeah, I'm using a 2-round burst in this. I just want a scope for it. Because I've already got a better gun than this in here. The problem is that in this part, like in these areas, nobody ends up having 5.56 ammo on them. Which is a pain in the arse, because it means if you've got any of the 5.56 rifles, you basically can't make use of them. That's one of the things that's better in the newer Stalkers, was that basically a lot of the traders would stock all the ammo types. So you could just go to any of the traders and restock your ammo. Whereas in this one, you're running into the issue like I am, where... Look, I've got an SA-80, and I can't use it in this area because it's out of ammo. Oh, that's an interesting feature, I didn't notice that, look. You can see where there's no mag in it, where his hand is, because it's empty. I had never noticed that feature before in Stalker, that's actually quite impressive. Yeah, I'd never noticed that before, that you can see that there's no mag in the gun with the bolt hold open. Cheers, Daniel, or Daniel. Thank you very much. Right. Let's steal some Vatnik tanks. Are they friendly? Oh, they're friendlies. The main thing is not driving it into anomalies, actually. Oblivion Lost is the one where sometimes you can drive it into an anomaly and your vehicle turns into a space shuttle. What's they called? The Mercs and Freedom have 5.56 rifles. But the problem is, unless you're in the wild territory, where I've got my current set of 5.56 from, I'm not really going to run into anybody with 5.56. Okay, is that the box in here that's a stash? Yes. Do I take it through loading screens? No, probably not. Alright, I'll get that when I return. Oh. Oh, I thought those vodka bottles then were teardrop artifacts. Never mind. Not that I need teardrops, so I just thought I'd pick them up and sell them. I am playing, as the title of the mod stream says, Oblivion Lost. save the game now. I would do some arena stuff, but last time I walked past the arena I didn't see the guy there. So whether he got popped by a random NPC, I don't know. Stalker is only on PC, I'm afraid. Stalker 2, if it gets ever released because of what's going on with Russian invasion of Ukraine, is meant to be on consoles, but the original Stalker is PC only. Oh, it's the, like, ghostly zombies. Oh, wait, I don't have any ammo for that. Come on, you guys, waste your ammo on them for me. I don't want to keep wasting my ammo on all those zombies. Well, hopefully it's only delayed and not completely cancelled. I hope the GSC staff will make it and don't get bombed. But you know. It's kind of horrible, isn't it? A couple of weeks ago we were just kind of making casual jokes about them being annexed by Russia, and Stalker 2 not coming out, and now it's, I can't believe Putin being such a fucking cunt actually did it. That was a good grenade for him. Have you seen Justin the, not the 9 o'clock news sketch about question time when they start talking about the incoming nukes? That's quite a good sketch. Do ghost zombies drop things? Oh yeah, they just drop the hands. It's the normal zombie things. Oh, cheers, Alex as well, thanks. As in, you got an S10 and didn't like it, or the S10 you bought was in like bad condition. But I'm glad you've got a mask you actually like, though. I really like the S10, but bear in mind, if you've got an S10 that's in good condition you don't like it, you can probably sell it for quite a bit nowadays. Right, let's go see the barkeep. Get out of here, Stalker. Is that guy in here at the moment? Oh, he's not. I hope he's not dead, because I miss it when he goes, get out of here, Stalker. Get out of here, Stalker. Yeah, from what I can tell, JJ, lots of Russian companies will still export if you want to buy from them. Again, that's a moral question. Do you want to do it? Because again, it's not the fault of these companies what's gone on. But I did see, like, speaking of the Ratnik stuff, you know, that's why a lot of the soldiers don't actually have the gear that they're meant to have, is because all the corruption in Russia means that the soldiers' gear is just getting sold on the surplus market before it even makes it to the soldiers. So in some way, if you buy that stuff, you can say you prevented a Russian invading soldier from having his, like, body armor, for example, because his quartermaster already sold it. It's a weird thing, isn't it, to think about that, but that's one of the reasons they're doing so poorly and their logistics are so shit, because a lot of the stuff they have on paper they don't actually have, because it's already been sold off due to corruption. And again, Daniel, that helmet you've bought then, that is the helmet, isn't it? The 6B45. For example, that, there might be a soldier now without a helmet because you bought that. It's a weird fucking thing to think about, isn't it? There's not actually surplus a lot of the time with Russia, it's brand new equipment that's just not making its way to the soldiers, like their new rations, hence why they're getting the rations that are out of date. Right. Eliminate the Mercs and Bandits in Rostock. Let's do that one, because I like going in there anyway. Right, anyway, anything worth selling I have on me? Right, I can at least buy 5.56 ammo off Barkeep, can't I? Let's do that. Yeah, I'll sell all that ammo, then I can sell the Abacan and all the ammo for that, and I've got enough 5.56 again for now, and I'll worry about Abacan and, you know, all that sort of stuff when I'm back in that sort of problem. Don't need vodka.
Leave me alone. Life is bad enough.
Yeah, exactly, Benzie. A lot of time, it's at all levels, literally, apparently. You know, like at the quartermaster level, selling off fuel from vehicles and like stuff that's meant to be issued to soldiers. So, you know, like dodgy contracts. Like we have dodgy contracts in the UK, but you know, it's a whole other level in Putin's Russia, apparently, with just shit being sold off that's, you know, meant to go to people and doesn't go to people, sort of thing. Right, so I've got my L85 and I've got my MP5. Let's buy a load of 9mm ammo as well. Right, there we go. Right, let's save this, and then I'm slightly hungry apparently. Right, let's go kill those bandits or whatever it was in the wild territory for that side objective. No, I don't think I've ever tested a Draeger Futura, whatever it's called. I never get in all the mods and that why they call this the L85. In some of them they call it the A2. Actually, saying that, this mod doesn't call it the A2, so that's correct, because this is, in Stalker it's always modelled on the A1. Although, does the writing on the side of it say it's an A2? Yeah, see, the writing on the side says it's an A2, but it's clearly not an A2, because it has a really old shitty furniture, which I always like the look of, but you know, it's not a, it's not the correct way of the gun, actually. Visually looking, I suppose. In Stalker, lots of guns still load from the left-hand side, don't they? As in, you know, cool, all the shells fly across your face kind of things, it looks cool. Yeah, I wonder why, JJ. Right, let's go do this wild territory thing. Alright, next up, I got to 100k subs, which is pretty cool, but otherwise I've just been working a lot. I've caught COVID again, but thankfully this time I only feel like I've got a cold. I've just got a runny nose and a bit of a sore throat. I'm not having any of the horrible symptoms I had last time I had COVID. You know, like feeling fluey, you know, sweaty, all those sort of things. Right, time to have a blast on my L85. See, this is what I want, guys dropping 9mm and 5.56 ammunition. Oh, have they got a guy hiding upstairs? Apparently not. Apparently he is hiding somewhere around here. Oh, yep, there's some incoming bullets. Oh, he's in there, is he? There are multiple entrances to there, isn't there, somewhere? There we go, problem solved. There's still some more apparently around here somewhere. I suppose we could use the tower and have a look from the top of that. Yes, JJ, that happened as well, apparently. Apparently half the fuel was sold out of a lot of the vehicles before their invasion even started. Is there a ladder to the next bit, or has this one only got the initial ladder? Ah, there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that out there. Is that all of them? No, it's not. Okay. Assuming there's still one hiding down there somewhere. Yeah, there's loads of videos like that, Bob, where they're just abandoning vehicles that have run out of fuel, they've run out of rations, or they don't want to fight the stupid war, so they're just, you know, abandoning their ship. So there's either tractors stealing stuff that's broken down, or they're just literally getting in stuff and driving it off. Yeah, I really like Wild Territory, just because it's kind of built up, isn't it? But you've also got mutants and kind of guys in the same area. And it's normally one where you see different people shooting at each other, rather than it just being an area where there's like, you know, like just enemy people or whatever, if that makes sense. This guy's got some good shit on him. Wow, look how much ammo he's got. 6,942 rounds. Right, how much of that can I actually carry? Right, that will do. Ooh, I don't want a pistol. That will do for now. I have now got 618 rounds for my L85. Okay. Why that random NPC had so much ammo, I don't know. Oh shit. Never mind. Game over. Oh yeah, Krugov. That broke a couple of times when I was doing that, so I had to keep loading the save because sometimes he'd just stop walking, and then I couldn't complete the objective. It does jam more than other guns in the game. Dan. Yeah. It does jam more than other guns in the game, Dan. But if you keep it in good condition, it's still fairly reliable in this. In the other Stalker games where you can customise your guns more, I never use it, but in Shadow of Chernobyl, because it's one of the only guns that actually comes with a scope by default, I generally tend to use it a lot more. Right, let's just jump off the roof and then jump down there, might be a bit safer. Try and go around. There's probably more mercs at the building site, isn't there? I'll go check that out in a minute. Those little hamsters are really hard to shoot. One thing I do really like in Stalker is the Geiger counter sounds really good. That does actually sound like a real Geiger counter. It's got that proper, like, physical piezo sounding click to it, rather than like the beeping sort of sound you get in a lot of stuff nowadays. It does sound a lot like the DP sort of 66's sort of little click or whatever. Or DP5's click. Oh yeah, they were at the building site, what was called. Yeah, if you go on a lot of the descriptions from Bob Joe, they're actually charity ones where they only send you a model. But you've always been able to buy things like tanks on eBay. Ooh, this is good. So, this particular one doesn't have any of the disadvantages. Let's have a look at that. So, electro tiers. Radiation -10, endurance +16. So, let's swap this one out for this one, because then I've got one that is actually always better for my stats rather than being a trade-off. So there's still some apparently alive in this area, but I don't know where they are. Oh, that's useful. Oh, what's that? Cobblestone. Oh, so it's an artifact you can sell, but it doesn't do anything. Okay. I will take that, so I can dismount the scope. I need to drop some shit to be able to move. What have I got that I don't really need? 9x18 rounds, don't need them. Don't need these, don't need the bread, I can eat with it. Stupid interface. Yeah, well, I can go sell this shit to the scientists anyway. I'm just wondering where the last guys are that apparently are still alive. £235 is very expensive for a Mark 7 helmet, but as Dan said, £50 is a very good price for a Mark 7 helmet. Generally you see them around the £100 mark, or a bit under. But yeah, you'll see Ukrainian soldiers with Mark 7s on, because we gave them a load of Mark 6s and Mark 7s a few years ago, when they were like, you know, trying to get all their army up to standard. You also see a lot of them in British MTP gear, actually. Their actual proper camo is really cool, like the one I was wearing in the video today. The digital one that kind of, like these German strict on, always seems to be the right colour for your environment, so it either looks grey, green or yellow, depending on the ambient lighting. So the Ukrainian digital one I like, but yeah, there's a lot of them with multi-cam on, MTP, British Woodland, whatever they can be donated, really. Because obviously they're calling up all their reserves. And citizen militias. visually hideous, Bob, but the fact is it is good at keeping your brains inside your head, and that's why it's a good helmet. I would rather wear an ugly helmet that keeps me alive than, you know, an attractive helmet that results in my head getting ventilated. Now again, Mark 7s aren't as good as the modern thermoplastic helmets that Britain and America now use, but the Mark 7 out of all the old Kevlar ones is very good. The Mark 6A is actually alright, Dan. It's the just a conventional Mark 6 that is crap. Because the Mark 6A is actually made out of Kevlar. The bad one's just the Mark 6, because that's made out of ballistic nylon. And there wasn't enough of it in the helmet to actually do much. But the Mark 6A, when people have tested them, have been fairly okay. They're not brilliant, but out of all the helmets you could be wearing, they're not bad. And I do like the fact that with Mark 6 and Mark 6A helmets, you can mount a riot visor to them, which is actually pretty cool. I wish more helmets let you do that. Yeah, again, helmets aren't designed to protect you from bullets for the most part, they're designed to protect you from shrapnel. I'm trying to allow that comment, but it's not seeming to let me do it. Does that work now? There we go. Although, saying that, Virtus helmets and that do stop 7.62 NATO and similar rounds. Again, your head, concussion, neck probably would not be in good shape after it, but it physically wouldn't penetrate your skull, which is the interesting thing about thermoplastics. But again, backface deformation might still kill you, it's hard to know, because you're not going to get a person to put the helmet on and say, let me shoot you in the face. Where are the rest of those mercs then that are meant to be here but aren't? Oh, I'll go all the way to Yantar and see if I bump into some more on the way. I've never used the Masker 1 helmet, so I don't really know. I know when you see a lot of Russian soldiers and stuff with that on, they've got like bobble hats on underneath, so could you put a beanie on your head underneath the helmet? Would that work? Yeah, there are ballistic plates for modern helmets, correct. But again, there's still the problem of if something with a lot of force hits your head, your neck is still able to break. Because of, you know, you need really an exoskeleton if you want to turn people into human tanks. The idea is you don't get hit, but alright, let's deal with all these hamsters. Is that an explosive barrel over there? Oh, good. Well, it didn't do much, did it? Alright, bots. I already have a self-contained breathing apparatus in the sense of a rebreather. Do you mean like one with an oxygen tank? If so, the answer is no. I do actually have some SCBA masks, but I'm not going to bother buying all the air tank equipment to set up with them. So are there any mercs around, or is it just kind of broken as Stalker usually breaks? Oh, can't see any. I do get it repaired quite often in this game by traders to keep it running. But yeah, they do actually have it as the worst like rifle in the game in terms of like probability to jam and everything. But yeah, it's in the other Stalker games I never use it. It's just in Shadow of Chernobyl because there's not actually a gun upgrade system. The L85 ends up being useful because you can't, you know, like get one of the other rifles, do a load of upgrades to it, and then mount a scope to it, like you can in like Call of Pripyat. So I end up always using this just because it's got quite good stats in terms of like initial shot accuracy. I don't know why I'm even aggroing those dogs. If you look at my videos, you'll be able to see the videos on them. I'm not going to try and remember now, but I do have some firefighting style masks, but I'm not really into them. As I said, it's just ones that I've picked up now and again when I've seen them cheap. Is it the East German Geiger counter that looks like a crazy massive tube? Those things are fascinating. Oh, it's digital, is it? Oh, that's interesting. I don't even know that one. Because I know there's a weird old East German one that looks like a massive kind of like ATGM tube. Looks a bit like that 84 I had today, you know, where you have to twist bits on it. But I've not actually seen a digital East German one. That's interesting. All the guns can jam in this. It just depends on the condition you've got them in. Ah, it's a very cool box. Does the HK for G36K have the actual zoom-in scope? Well, I can afford to get one and find out. Let's have a quick look.
Hello?
Ah, good, it does. Right, okay. So let's compare the stats. Alright, this is better in every way than the Enfield. Right, my Enfield's getting sold. There we go. Sell that. Sell that. Shouldn't have any issue getting ammo while I'm here. Right. So that's the one I'm keeping, Electro Tears. Sell Cobblestone because it does nothing that's worth money. Might as well sell him these actually before I sell the zombie parts. Right, he doesn't have any missions for getting the other bits, so I'll just sell them to him now. Don't need that many anti-rads. Certainly don't need that many medkits. Right, let's do a save now we're in Yanta. Yeah, I'm yet to find a striker in the game, but I've not done the Dark Valley bit yet, so I don't actually have the quests for him to start doing the stuff of like taking samples and all that. Anyway, so where's this lair he wants me to take out? Oh, back in the wild territory. Okay. Right, so there's a stash there. Let's go see what's in there. Let's go wipe out the zombies over there. No, they're getting sucked into the anomaly. I think actually it has a better zoom, doesn't it, in the Enfield, by the look of it. Any zombies still alive around here? Smoke's wandering around, okay. Ooh. Micah, is that a unique one? Let me get away from the snorks and have a look at it. Right, so let's have a look at this anomaly. Artifact even. Micah, so bleeding minus 900%, burn 10%, chemical burn extra percent, so that's really good. Okay, what's my current bleeding one? Is it that one? Yeah, so it's got the same stats as that bleeding one, except for it has much better things. I might take out one of the health regen ones and then replace it with that one for now. Well, I'm in a different time zone to you, bear in mind. I'm sure the striker is in Call of... the striker's definitely in Call of Pripyat. I'm sure the striker's in every Stalker. It's just with some of the guns you only find them like once, don't you, in Shadow of Chernobyl, because of the fact of how like the game works with like its mechanics. It's 9:05, yeah, or 6 minutes past 9 PM now, yeah, because we're in at the moment proper time, in the sense that it's not like, you know, changed for summertime, so I generally dislike it when they fuck with a clock over here because it's summertime. So yeah, we're GMT 0, whatever it is, which is really easy to remember when you're looking on an online thing what that is. Like I said, I don't like it when they start doing like the plus 1 hour thing because of the daylight savings. I don't know which side I'm on, piss or shit. Go anywhere interesting, Bob? Or you just in like somewhere like London or whatever? Let's go back to the wild territory and do these camp eliminations, if I can find the other camp elimination. Oh, as much as I did like streaming Half-Life 2 Overcharged, I probably won't do that on streams. Just because I found as you get further into the game, the gunplay gets a bit too difficult to constantly look at the chat and play the game. So I'll probably just do that off stream, and then people who want to watch it can just watch other people play it on YouTube. But it is good fun, I'm enjoying it. Yes, London definitely is overcrowded. Isn't Hunt Down the Freeman the absolutely atrocious mod that got sold? I've heard awful things about it, I've never played it. What's this red dot over here? Is it my missing mercenary? I hope it's a missing mercenary so I can complete that thing. Oh, yeah. Now is that all of them, or is there still some more? Oh, sounds like there's some more. I assume they're upstairs. Oh shit. Got shot in the face. Wow, everything Pustain does with this invasion is fucking stupid. So, and a needless waste of life. So, if he's, you know, melting down Chernobyl again, that wouldn't surprise me. Right, Davey? Yeah, the fire rate's almost a bit too high on this, in all honesty. I mean, I know I can put it in semi, so we'll do that. Like, I kind of wanted just a slow automatic fire rate, but whatever. Right. Right, there's one. Nice and quick save as we wander over. Another one. If I can spot where he's wanting to bring him out. Is he on the stairs? Tactical F5 gameplay part of Stalker. Oh, what's this one? Scale. Health 150% plus. So that's like a very mixed one. I'll just sell that one then. But apparently, there's still more guys there for this objective for the camp elimination one. So where they are, I don't know. So the mutant dog lair, where? No, the lair is northwest. Yeah, Bob, and as Bot says, but the real laughing stock is Vlad on the Russian army. I mean, the not funny bit is that he's literally murdering women and children because he's so butthurt that he can't win a war against a smaller neighbouring country. But yeah. Oops, that was close. Oh no, not another one. I mean, sometimes they blow up spectacularly when shot by N-Laws and javelins as well. Or just RPGs. Turns out the Russian tanks and armoured vehicles are just fucking death traps. But yeah, if I was in a modern war, I would not want to be an IFE or a tank crewman, seeing as basically everything just blows you up now. Better weld a cope cage on top of your T-90s, that will stop them blowing up. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Right, that one at least works. That camp it's random. Is that random ammo on the ground there? Is it just bricks? Yeah, it's random ammo on the ground for some reason. But I don't need it. I've done that annoying thing there. The interface doesn't want to let me drop it. Brilliant. I'll finish this stream fairly soon because I don't have to get on and do stuff. No, I can't drop that ammo, I'll just trade it to the nearest stalker I see. Yeah, because they've been trying to sort of deal out with the US, haven't they? So they'll get their MiG-29s replaced with F-16s, and then they can give the MiG-29s to Ukrainians. They should actually be quite interesting because they're MiG-29s but upgraded with Western targeting computers, meaning they'll be a hell of a lot better than the stuff the Russians have. Well, Germany's now basically donated all of the East German anti-air and anti-tank missile stock. You know, things like Strelas and, what are they called, Matalukas and all those. They've donated all of those to, Ukraine now. Although apparently about a third of them aren't going to work because of just, like, how long they've been in storage. Bandits hiding around here. They'll probably be down there, aren't they? Put this back on automatic. Well, I definitely agree with you there. Like I said, I'm not blaming the Russian people for this. I'm blaming Putin and his, like, you know, cronies for basically saying, oh, before I die, I want to make my legacy of making Nova Russia, or whatever it is. And then, you know, like, anybody that doesn't want me to conquer them, you know, I'm going to kill them. And turns out his army's actually a fucking joke. I felt really sorry, actually, for, like, the 17, 18-year-olds that were just being turned into cannon fodder on day one. But anyone now that's literally shelling cities and, you know, gunning down civilians as death squads when they try and flee down the refugee columns, they deserve a bullet, you know. Hope the Ukrainians don't let them surrender. It still says that camp's here. I want to eliminate this camp, but I don't even know where it is, because apparently I've already killed everyone yet. The camp elimination thing still says there's enemies around. There's not any more hiding in here, is there? I like having it for the sake of having it bots, but yeah, like I said, the M50 I definitely prefer. I just generally prefer 40mm masks, just because it's easier to get filters for them. Is that behind the wall there, or is it Can you even get out that area? No. Okay, well, let's go see what this one is first. Oh, thanks, so it's wood. What's this one? Backpack under the roof. I assume that's when we actually have to get into that house. Yeah, it's made by GSC Game World, which are based in Kyiv. See if I can actually get through this window. You can get through this window, but I'm saying, can I actually get through it now? I want to get through it. No, Dan, they're not very thin. You'd get 1,000 to 1 protection factor, apparently. Outside of, like, a government nuclear bunker, that's the best you're ever going to get. Ooh, my legs. I know there's that little bit there, but there's normally an anomaly up here that you'll jump into when you jump on the roof. Let's just risk it. Oh, it's not there at the moment, that's good. I think they do move around though, don't they, with Oblivion Lost. Right, okay, so there should be a backpack or some shit. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, another mica. Right. So now I've got 2 micas. So they're not unique at least. I can replace... which one is it? This one with the other mica. So I've got minus 1,800% bleeding now. Excellent. That's the thing, Alex, like I was saying, all those fucking like Russian kids that were wasted on the first day that had no fucking clue what was going on. They were told they were going on like a training exercise or a peacekeeping mission or whatever, and they were just thrown into being ambushed by Ukrainian troops. And again, the people that deserve the bullets or the rope for this are basically Putin and his cronies and anybody that, at gunpoint or at threat of imprisonment orders Russians into this. Right, CM? And also, also what are they fucking called? The FSB or whatever? That are, beating up and arresting Russian people protesting the war. They all deserve a bullet as well. It's post-apocalyptic, sort of slightly RPG-ish. So you walk around, you shoot people, you shoot mutants, you do objectives of people. If you played stuff like Fallout, you'd get it. Right, I think I'm going to actually have to go into this building, aren't I, full of anomalies, so... Ow, I'm on fire. I'll take all. Now I can still move it. Right. So let's use the medkit. There we go. Right. I'll stream Stalker every now and then when I feel like playing a game, because I'm quite used to playing Stalker, and you can waste shitloads of time in the Stalker games. How long have I played in this? 107 hours total, and that's just the Steam version of Shadow of Chernobyl. So that means I've probably at least completed it twice, I should think, through Steam. As well as, you know, starting lots of mods, playing a few hours of them, and then not playing any more of them. I'm just annoyed where this camp elimination thing is, because I can't see any more hostiles in wild territory anywhere. I've cleared out the construction site. Cleared out the bandits just wandering about. There's obviously no guys up here, isn't there? Yeah, I've definitely killed all the bandits and mercs that are around here, so maybe it's just broken. A lot of stuff with Stalker is just literally broken. That's how the game works. Yeah, I've been streaming for over an hour. I'll go off fairly soon, but I won't necessarily rush off. I'll at least go to Barkeep first and all that. I do like it when you get a stash location when you just search a random body. Oh, all these guys have stashes. Nice. Ah, cool. They're actually in the map I'm going to. Free grenade, yeah, I have that. Oh, that Snork's in a weird place. Is he stuck behind a door? Did that get him? Yeah. Right. Yeah, I've streamed Anomaly before as well. How would I know, Patrick? Ooh, 5 F1 grenades. I couldn't be happier. Oh, I'm overloaded again. Oh, yeah, let's put a grenade launcher on my G36. That looks cool. Right, what can I drop that I don't need? Just weighing me down. I got any food on me? Sausage. Right, there we go. That's enough to get to Barkeep. Right. How many grenades do I have? 5 F1 grenades, 1 RDG, whatever it's called. RGD5 grenade. I've got one RGD5 5F1s. F1s are the good ones. They have a bigger explosive radius. So they're ones that are just pretty efficient at nuking everything in an area. I've also got these under-barrel grenades that I barely ever use when I play Stalker. I don't know why, I just never really bother with them.
You can't go there.
That's great.
Same thing there.
I don't have any of those. Right, so I want to sell this, don't I? Scale, don't need that. I'll sell the armor piercing ammo because I don't need it. I'll sell some of this because I don't need that much ammo.
This is going to end.
Don't need one that gives me endurance. There we go.
How's it going?
I've already talked to most of the NPCs around here. I'm assuming you're on about the guy who says the family rifle one, aren't you? I've done it. Yeah, I've got COVID at the moment, but thankfully now I've re-caught it this time. It's just literally like a cold. But I assume it's because I've already got a load of antibodies from both having a vaccine or 3 vaccines and having COVID before. So at this point it just feels like a cold. I didn't know that, Mike. But yeah, I don't actually know much about the royal family in all honesty. I like the Queen, I like Prince Philip. Don't really care about any of the rest of them. Right, let's head over to the Dark Valley, even though, just go see what this stash is first, but, it's a bit of a weird place to have a random military guy, but okay. Ooh. Now that is a good bit of loot. Let's just sell it to the first guy I can see who's got the money for it. So I don't have to carry it around. He's got 5,000 rubles. How much do I sell this suit for? 2249 rubles. There we go. So yeah, a lot of you obviously recognise that mask there. Even obviously as it being Stalker, it's never like correctly modelled with any of the masks. But what we assume is obviously a dual filter. I think the lenses look more like an FM12, don't they, on that rather than this 10, but yeah. Well, it's got more of the bumpy nose like this 10, but yeah. Actually, tell you what, because I'm going to end the stream, let's just wander over to Army Warehouses and have a look around there, because I don't think I've done anything on this, in Army Warehouses yet, on this game. Oh, he never said that, right. The thing is, Mike, I really wouldn't know. I was streaming Stalker Clear Sky last time, and then I got to a point in the game where it was really broken and I couldn't get any further. Isn't it normally duty that get ambushed here, not the army? But okay, that's something they've changed in Oblivion Lost. All the games just getting a bit wacky.
Done with these, buddy.
Oh yeah.
They're done.
Got what they deserve. Thinking anarchists.
Right, it shouldn't that be Duty talking about the freedom guys they shot there? Because these are stinking anarchists. But then it's freedom here. Right, I'm very confused. So who's at the farm?
Don't worry. I'm going to get you sooner or later.
So, freedom are at the farm. Okay, this is really weirding me out, because it's meant to be Duty, isn't it, at the farm, attacking the freedom base. Okay, this is different. Normally it would be... Are you shooting at me? Never mind, let's shoot him back. Oh, somebody's spamming on those porn links, are they, again in the chat? Okay, this is very different. If yeah, this is different then. So you're not fighting. It's not Duty and Freedom fighting here. Then Oblivion lost in this version. It's Freedom and the military. That's very weird. If you've played Stalker before, that it's like completely different factions on this bit. Right, let's do this then. I'll just call it army warehouses. I'm assuming it's so you don't fuck up. I'm assuming it's so you don't fuck up your relations with the other factions, because obviously if you get involved in this quest, you're always gonna become enemies with either Freedom or Duty if you take part in it. So obviously by doing it this way, that doesn't happen. I guess that's the logic of it. So am I just meant to be shooting as snipers? You don't have the best responses, do you, when you shoot them? It's kind of like they don't notice. They've all got vows as well, which are really nice guns. Right, I'll take these, take those. Don't want those. No grenades on him. Oh, I don't. Sniper has not noticed me. Yeah, I think this quest is a bit broken, because they don't seem to have very good reflexes. I don't see you, Bob Joe. I won't be on too much longer. I could tow that away if I had a tractor. Yeah, this is broken. They've changed this. Oh well. Like a goddamn turkey shoot. Hello. Probably knife this guy, you wouldn't know.
Number one, see two targets. Sniper on the roof. Shooter in the window. 4, 5, get busy.
This is easy. Hello. Oh, that one actually shot back. Okay, let's try again. This time we won't mess about. We'll just kill him. somebody's shooting at me now.
Chief, you've got to get down. There are more of them than we thought. Stay calm. Proceed with the mission.
I wonder if they were broken and like loading the games fixed them in a sense.
Freeze down. Entering the building.
My local Greg's is closed, I'm afraid.
Got one, son of a bitch. This is number 2. Assuming command.
He ragdolled pretty hard.
Tarnish this cruise. Mission's complete. Everyone, fall back.
I've recently found a company that does pasties to catering companies, and you can order from their website. So I've been just put a load of their pasties in the freezer, so I can have like, you know, like the proper pasties you get from the pasty shops. Because they don't actually obviously make them for the pasty shops, they're made by like a brand that all the pasty shops buy and then just heat up from the freezer. So I bought those and they're pretty nice.
Порвем его!
Oh. Alright, there's a guy stuck in the wall there, yeah. That was lucky. They do, but yeah, like I said, sadly, my local Greg's is no longer on the high street it used to be on. There's a really good butcher's on that street that do good baguettes. But yeah, the local Greg's is no longer there. Which is annoying, because the Greg's used to be open longer hours than the butcher's, so when the butcher's are closed, you know, if you still wanted to get a baguette or like a steak bake or something, you could go to Greg's, but they're not there anymore. Don't know why, because loads of people used to go and buy stuff from there. Let's raid this entire armory. Even though I can't afford to carry the weight of everything. Anything particularly good in here? Dart rounds, don't know which ones. This is the good thing with Stalker, you can loot stuff that's in lockers if you just hold down F. Oh, that one's actually unlocked, but ooh, okay. Let's see how these suits compare to my suit. Not as good. Not as good. Not as good. So this is the best suit, right? Drop these and do these. Oh, look, they stack perfectly. Oh, I'm too heavily loaded again. Damn it. Just bandages in here. Right. Go find some NPCs to sell all my shit to. Yeah, it's weird like that, Dan, because I know sometimes, obviously, if they're being charged loads and loads of money for, like, rental, I can understand it, but I can never understand it if it's a place where there's shops that clearly are, you know, staying open that aren't making as much trade on the same high streets. That just always seems really weird to me. It's like, oh, we could be making all this money, but we're just going to close this shop regardless. Yeah, so V is the grenade button. Let's try it, seeing as I've never really messed about with grenades in Stalker before. Don't know if I got him or not. Alright, is that all of them? Good place to stop the stream. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I might stream some more. Actually, I'll probably be quite busy tomorrow night. So I won't do a stream tomorrow night, but I might stream some more in the week and do a members stream later in the week. Have a good evening, everybody.